Hello and welcome, class 494. Are you ready? Let's get going. Pongámonos en marcha. Let's get going. Let's get going. List number 20. Learn to speak up. Page 48. I'm going to begin from the beginning. I'm going to start from the beginning and review very quickly and then continue. No estoy acostumbrado a la disciplina. I'm not used to discipline. I'm not used to discipline. Antes hacía lo que yo quería. I used to do. I used to do whatever I wanted. All right. I used to do whatever I wanted. Supongo que me tendré que acostumbrar. I guess I'll have to get used to it. I guess I'll have to get used to this new situation. I guess I'll have to get used to it. No, yo no estoy acostumbrado a esta clase de gente. I'm not used to this kind of people. I'm not used to this kind of people. Antes la gente me temía. Me temía antes. People used to fear me. People used to fear me. Antes me respetaban. O me respetaba la gente. They used to respect me. People used to fear me. They used to respect me. Yo antes era rico y famoso. I used to be rich and famous. Yes, antes. Ahora todo ha cambiado. Now everything has changed. People used to fear me. They used to respect me. I used to be rich and famous, but not anymore. Now everything has changed. Tendré que acostumbrarme a vivir en la cárcel. Yeah, this is a jail. I have to get used to. I'll have to get used to. Futuro. Tendré que. I'll have to get used to living in prison, no? To living in prison. No tardarás mucho en acostumbrarte al clima. It won't take you long to get used to the climate. It won't take you long to get used to the climate. Don't worry. But it's so cold. Don't worry. You'll get used to it. It won't take you very long to get used to the climate. Antes vivíamos en un clima más seco. We used to live in a drier climate. We used to live in a drier climate. No puedo acostumbrarme a esta humedad. I can't get used to this humidity. I can't get used to this humidity. Se están acostumbrando el uno al otro. Aquí dice el uno a la otra. Rata. Se están acostumbrando el uno al otro. They're getting used to each other. They are. They're getting used to each other. They're getting used to each other. Yo antes hacía las cosas de un modo diferente. ¿Eh? Yo antes hacía las cosas. I used to do things in a different way. In a different way, no? Yeah, I used to do things in a different way. All right. This is where we stopped in the last class. This is where I left off. This is where I left off in yesterday's class. Now, this is part 2 of the list of used to and to be used to and to get used to. Es muy lioso. It's necessary to study these two lists, to understand the estar acostumbrado a, acostumbrarse a, y luego al pasado, sin decir cuándo ni durante cuánto tiempo. Yo antes era más joven. I used to be younger. Ahora me estoy acostumbrando a ser bastante viejo. Now I'm getting used to being quite old. All right, let's continue. Number 15. Yo antes hacía las cosas de un modo diferente. I used to do things. I used to. El monasterio de used to. I used to do things in a different way. Pero ya me estoy acostumbrando a tu manera, o a tu modo. But I'm already, ya me estoy. But I'm already getting used to your way. I used to do things my way. I did it my way. I used to do things my way. But now I'm already getting used to doing things your way. Se tarda bastante en acostumbrarse a mi estilo, ¿eh? It takes quite a long time, ¿no? Aquí dice quite a while también. Quite a while. Se tarda bastante tiempo, ¿eh? quite a while. Literalmente, bastante un rato. Literalmente, bastante un rato. While is un rato, pero significa tiempo, Bastante tiempo. It takes quite a while. Quite a while. Yeah, it takes quite a while. I'm thinking about while. It takes quite a while to get used to my style, no? To get used to my style. It takes quite a long time to get used to my style. To get used to, acostumbrarse. It takes a long time to get used to my style. Mi estilo es diferente. It takes a long time. It takes quite a while to get used to my style. Antes había un granero aquí. Un granero de agricultor, yeah. Antes había un granero aquí. There used to be a barn here. A barn? Yeah, barn. 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 B-A-R-N. There used to be a barn here. No. There used to be a cemetery here. You know that, Marta? In this place where we're standing now, 80 years ago there was a cemetery. And they destroyed the cemetery. Yeah. There used to be antes había. There used to be a cemetery here. There used to be a barn here. Antes había muchos bares en esta calle. There used to be a lot of bars in this street. What happened? There used to be a lot of bars. Well, you see, this street, all the houses were built by the Sindicato Textil, the textile union. And so the apartments and the flats were for employees of the textile union, and they came in 1957, 1958. And the average age of these people was about 30 years old. But that was in 1957, 1958. Now these people are 80 years old, and they don't go to the bars anymore. And so there are no bars in this. There used to be a lot of bars. Antes había muchos, ¿no? There used to be a lot of bars on this street, but now there aren't any. Antes yo iba de pesca con mi padre. I used to go fishing with my father. Not true. I used to go fishing with my father's mother, my grandmother. It's interesting. My father's parents, my paternal grandparents. My grandfather was a doctor, a country doctor. Médico de campo, médico de pueblo, country doctor. And his wife, my grandmother, was a difficult woman. She was a difficult woman, very special person. But she liked hunting and fishing. And my grandfather, no. He didn't like hunting and he didn't like fishing. And my father didn't like hunting and didn't like fishing. So the only access I had to hunting and fishing was with my grandmother. But hunting, no. She took me fishing. I went fishing. I learned how to fish with my grandmother, la abuela, my grandmother. Yes. Antes iba de pesca con mi padre. I used to go fishing. I used to go fishing with my father. Yo antes era misionero. I used to be a missionary. Eso nada. I used to be a missionary. And yeah, Marta used to be a nun. Yeah. Tú antes era monja, no? No? De clausura incluso. She used to be a nun. Now she's laughing. Yes. I used to be a missionary and Marta used to be a nun. All right. Yes. As they say, de la mar al mero y de la tierra el misionero era. No, o de la mar al mero y de la tierra el cordero. Okay. Not the misionero. All right. So yo antes era misionero. I used to be a missionary. A missionary. Yo no soy tan fuerte como antes. Huh. I don't know. No. I'm not as strong as before. I'm not as strong as I used to be. Fíjate, dos formas. La forma fácil. I'm not as strong as before. Pero te advierto que se dice más. Los nativos decimos más. I'm not as strong as I used to be. I used to be stronger. I used to be younger. I used to be stronger. More energetic. I used to be. Yes. In English we say youth is wasted on the young. Youth is la juventud se desperdicia en los jóvenes. All right. Youth is wasted on the young. No soy tan fuerte como antes. I'm not as strong as I used to be. No tengo tanta paciencia como antes. I don't have as much patience as I used to have. Okay. I don't have as much patience as I used to have. It's interesting. No tengo tanta paciencia. Ojo. I don't have as much patience as I used to have. Si por equivocación dices many, I don't have as many patience as I used to have. Se traduce, no tengo tantos pacientes como antes. O sea, soy médico. I don't have as many patients as I used to have. Why? He perdido pacientes porque no soy paciente con mis pacientes. Yeah. I've lost a lot of patience. Why have I lost so many patients? Because I lose my patience with my patients. You understand? I don't have as many patients as I used to have because I don't have as much patience. Me han abandonado los pacientes por mi impaciencia. Yeah. So, para liarte más todavía con el inglés. Okay, no tengo tanta paciencia como antes. I don't have as much patience as I used to have. ¿Estás acostumbrado al ruido? Are you used to the noise? In Madrid, no. I'm not used to the noise. Spain is a noisy country. I'm not used to the noise. I'm not used to the noise. Nunca me acostumbraré a ello. I'll never get used to it. I'll never get used to it. Claro, aquí se añade a ello. En español no se suele añadir. ¿Estás acostumbrado al ruido? Nunca me acostumbraré. Y ahí paráis. Pero en inglés no. I'll never. Are you used to the noise? I'll never get used to it. I'll never get used to it. I'll never get used to it. Antes vivía en un barrio más tranquilo. I used to live in a quiet neighborhood. I used to live in a quiet neighborhood. I used to live in a quiet neighborhood. All right. We're progressing. Translation booklet. List 19. Page 172. Are you ready? Nadie le trajo aquí. Nobody brought him here. Nobody brought him here. Yeah. ¿Quién le trajo a Pedro aquí? Pedro no pinta nada aquí. ¿Quién le trajo? Who brought him here? ¿Quién le trajo aquí? Who brought him here? ¿Quién le llevó al zoo? Al zoo, eh? Who took him to the zoo? ¿Llevaron al chico al zoo? ¿No? ¿Quién le llevó al zoo? Who took him to the zoo? I gave specific instructions to take him anywhere except the zoo. And who took him to the zoo? He's afraid of animals. Who took him? Nadie me lo leyó. Nobody read it to me. Nobody read it to me. ¿Me lo puedes leer? ¿Me lo puedes leer? Can you read it to me? Or can you read it for me? Both. In Spanish, me lo puedes leer, por favor? What do you understand if I say that in Spanish? Can you read it to me or can you read it for me? For example, no sé leer. ¿Me lo puedes leer? In this case, I don't know how to read. So, can you read it for me? Can you read it to me? Perdón, can you read it to me? All right, that means, okay, Richard, let's see. I'll read it to you. Si no eres capaz de hablar con fluidez inglés, I'm reading it to you. Para que lo entiendas porque no sabes leer. Te lo leo. Now, can you read it for me? Mira, no tengo tiempo de leer esto. Me lo lees tú y me lo resumes. That's can you read it for me? You understand? Yeah, clear? All right. Can you read it? ¿Esto cuál es? Can you read it to me, creo, eh? ¿Dónde estoy? I've lost my place. A nadie me lo leyó. Nobody read it to me. No one read it to me. Todos pensábamos que estaban ellos aquí. We all thought they were here. Yeah, but they weren't. It was a surprise. We all thought they were here. But they weren't here. They weren't here. La mayoría de ellos vinieron con él. Most of them came with him. Nobody came with me. Some of them came with Margaret. But most of them came with Blas. Most of them came with him. Most of them came. ¿Quién hizo ese vestido? Who made that dress? Yeah, because no es pret-a-porter, no es de las tiendas. You didn't buy that dress in the shops. Who made that dress? Did you make it? Who made that dress? Who made? Aquí no hay verbo auxiliar. El sujeto es who. Who made that dress? Le esperé durante una hora. I waited for him for an hour. Dos veces aquí. I waited for him for an hour. I waited for... How long did you wait for him? For an hour. You waited for him for an hour? Yeah. I waited for him for an hour. Well, did he finally show up? No. He never showed up. After an hour, I left. ¿A quién salvaste? Who did you save? Well, who did I save? I saved the president. Huh? He was in the water, and I saved him. ¿A quién salvaste? Who did you save? ¿A dónde lo mandaron? El objeto. Where did they send it? Where did they send it? ¿Dónde mandaronlo? Vamos, ¿dónde lo mandaron? Where did they send it? ¿A quién se lo mandaste? Who did you send it to? Did you send it to Marta? Did you send it to Blas? Did you send it to Brad? Did you send it to Jennifer? Did you send it to me? No? Well, who did you send it to? If you didn't send it to her, and you didn't send it to me, and you didn't send it to them, and you didn't send it to us, well then, who did you send it to? Who did you send it to? ¿Por qué no me mandaste una copia? Why didn't you send me a copy? Why didn't you send me a copy? I was expecting a copy. Come on, I'm the boss. I'm the big boss here. You sent a copy to everybody except to me. You sent a copy to everyone but me. You sent a copy to everybody except me, but me. Why didn't you send me a copy? Huh? Why didn't you send me a copy? ¿Quién lo cubrió? Who covered it? Who covered it? Otra vez, who es el sujeto aquí? Who covered it? Did you? Did Marta? Did Juan? Did Brad? Who covered it? Who covered it? Me mintieron. They lied to me. To lie to. Siempre con tú, Como listen to. They lied to me. Can you believe it? ¿Te lo puedes creer? Can you believe it? ¿Puedes creerlo? Can you believe it? They lied to me. Yeah, they didn't tell me the truth. Me enteré esta mañana. I found out this morning. To find out. To find out. Find out. Pronunciación. Find out. Past tense. Found out. Tiene un sonido de duda, como duda. Doubt. Found out. Found out. Found out. I found out this morning. Me enteré esta mañana. Oh, what did you find out? I found out that they lied to me. Me enteré de que me habían mentido, o que me mintieron. They lied to me. I found out this morning. Marta, ¿quién pintó este techo? Who painted this ceiling? Yeah, el Papa Alejandro VI. Yeah, when he first came into the Sistine Chapel, his first day as the Pope, he walked in the Sistine Chapel and said, hey, who painted this ceiling? And he said, a fellow by the name of Michelangelo. Yeah, I don't like it. Change it. No. I said, no. For the moment, let's leave it. No, change it. And he said, no, how do you say santidad? My holiness. Let's wait a few days and maybe you'll get used to the painting, the ceiling. You'll get used to it and accept it. No, I want to change it. Well, give it 1 week. All right, 1 week. And during that week, Pope Alexander VI said, okay, leave it. All right, for posterity, right? For posterity. All right, ¿quién pintó este techo? Who painted this ceiling? ¿Fumaste delante de él? Did you smoke in front of him? Yeah. I had an audience with the Pope. You had an audiencia con el Papa? Yeah. In the Vatican, in his private office. I walked in and shook his hand. I sat down and took out a cigarette and started smoking. In fact, I couldn't find my lighter. I said, excuse me, Your Holiness, did you have a light? And he said, with that Argentine accent, says, yo creo que sí. Aquí en este cajón, yo tengo un mechero. I said, boom. And he lit my cigarette. So, fumaste delante de él. Did you smoke in front of him? Fumaste? Did you? Dijo él algo. Did he say anything? Did he say anything? Me empujaron al agua. They pushed me. They pushed me al agua, ¿cómo se dice? They pushed me into the water. They pushed me into the water. O sea, into, hacia y dentro. They pushed me into the water. They pulled me out of the water. They pulled me out of the water. They pushed me into the water. Me utilizaron. They used me. Yeah, me habéis utilizado. You've used me. They used me. Llegaron aquí tarde. They got here late. Yeah, they were late. Se dice más, they were. Perdone, llego tarde. I'm sorry I'm late. Ay, discúlpame, llego tarde. We say sorry. Empezamos con sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late. Literalmente, lamento, estoy tarde. Así decimos, to be late. Don't be late. No llegues tarde. Usáis siempre el verbo llegar, o casi siempre. No lleguéis tarde. En inglés, no estéis tarde. Don't be late. Don't be late. Be here at 8. Quiero que estés aquí a las 8. Be here at 8 and don't be late. Oh, yeah. Esa es una canción de encaje de chantilly. Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail hanging down. Said, honey, be here at 8 and don't be late. But honey, I don't have any money. And she says, don't worry. We can do things that don't require money. All right. Be here at 8 and don't be late. Llegaron aquí tarde. They got here late, or they were late. Llovió todo el día. It rained all day, and it rained all night. It rained all day, and it rained all night. Rained all, rained all, rained all. Una muñeca de lluvia. A rain doll. A rain doll. Yeah. No. It rained all day. O sea, ello, lluvia, muñeca, día. Pues sí. It rained all day. Pero it rained, llovió, all day. Ahora, rained all. Así se dice. Así lo decimos. It rained all day. It rained all day. Y luego it rained all night. And then it rained all day. The next day it rained all night. Dear mother and father, it's been raining for 2 days. A friend of mine by the name of Noah, he's built this big ship, big ark. I don't know why. And it's been raining for 2 straight days. It's been raining for 2 days in a row. I'm a bit worried. Maybe I should go into the ark, but it's closed now. It's too late. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. It rained all day and it rained all night. No nevó el invierno pasado. Mentira. It didn't snow last winter. Last winter in Madrid, it was the biggest snow in 50 years or something. Yeah, or 100 years. It didn't snow last winter. ¿Quién inventó el teléfono? Who invented? Aquí who es el sujeto de nuevo. Who invented the telephone? Lo inventaste tú. Did you invent it? Me? Are you asking me if I invented the telephone? Yeah. Did you invent? Did you? Did, la D de did, enlazando con la I de you. Did you? Did you invent the telephone? No, I didn't. Well, who invented the telephone? Alexander Graham Bell. Decís aquí Graham Bell. No, es Bell. Su nombre era Alexander Bell. El Graham es lo de menos, pero aquí se dice Graham Bell, pensando que Graham es primer apellido. No, es un nombre medio como Fitzgerald. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. En el mundo anglosajón no hay segundo apellido. El segundo apellido, el primer apellido va después. My father's name is Vaughan. My middle name is Adams. Alexander Bell. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. Maybe. It's not sure. Another man arrived 1 minute late to the patent office. But with that, I have to say goodbye. So, I'll see you tomorrow.